Welcome back to Fabricating Awesome Stuff. In order to finish up the engine cooling baffling, I really need to fit the engine cowling. So in today's episode, we're going to fabricate a cowling alignment spacer that will be used to accurately trim and fit the engine cowling. So let me know what you think in the comments. Also, remember to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these updates. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and thanks for watching. Today we're going to make a spacer for the cowling, and so we're going to start with making a couple circles. The inner circle needs to be 5 inches, so with my compass I'm going to mark it at 2.5, which gives me a 5-inch circle. So we'll go ahead and mark it on the board. We're marking it on MDF, and we'll just go ahead and make a 5-inch circle. The outer circle needs to be 6.5, so I'm going to expand my compass to 3.25. That will give me a 6.5-inch circle. So go ahead and draw that circle. Okay. Now we're going to make a cardboard template, and we're going to draw a circle that is 6.5 on the cardboard. Center punch the hole a little bigger so we can see it better. Okay, and we're going to draw a line across half of it from the edge, from the center to the edge, to use as a reference line. And then we're going to make a 60-degree segment. So we're going to use a protractor that's set at 60 degrees, and we're going to mark it here and draw a 60 degree segment. The bolt holes on the prop hub are 60 degrees apart. We're going to cut out this 60-degree piece of pie, and we'll use that as a template to divide up our alignment spacer. Now that we have our segmented piece of pie, we're going to go ahead and place it on the center point there and the edge of the circle, and we're going to draw our first segment, rotate it, and 6. So we've got 6 segments that are 60 degrees apart. Now from the center of the circle we need to come up 2 inches, because these bolt holes are 4 inches apart from each other. So we're going to mark right there is where the first one's going to go. Okay, on these top 2 30-degree lines and these bottom 2 30-degree lines, we're going to come down 1/4 inch from the edge and mark a spot. That's going to be a hole that we're going to use to secure the cowling in place while we're trimming it. We'll use a drywall screw to go right into the cowling to hold it in place while we're trimming the cowling. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark the center of each of these holes. Now we're going to drill 5/8 inch holes in the cowling spacer for the bolt holes, for the bolts. Now we'll cut out the alignment spacer on the bandsaw. In order to be sure that this cowling spacer fits properly and gives us the right clearance from the cowling to the propeller, we're going to need to router out 5/32 from the center of this, the 5-inch center here, and that'll give us the proper clearance. So we'll go ahead and router that now. Here's a close-up of what we've been doing. I've completed the fabrication of the cowling alignment spacer, and the way this works is the cowling alignment spacer slips over the prop hub, and when I'm fitting the cowling will be fit right up tight against this spacer, and I'll use wood screws to actually hold the cowling tight against the spacer when I'm trimming the cowling. And that way, when the cowling is completely trimmed and fitted, and with this tight against the prop hub, we know that the clearance between the cowling and the prop are going to be exactly as called for in the plans. So it's a nifty little tool to help accomplish this task. Thanks for watching.